Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It is time to talk about more of the most average Pokemon. Today, we are going to talk about the most average starter of every single generation. So, if you are excited for this, make sure you hit a like on the video down below. Likes are really good for the YouTube algorithm. And please subscribe. We are pushing for 2,000. We're at about 1,300, so we need as many subscribers as we can get. So, if you enjoy the content that I have here and you want to see more, make sure that you subscribe. Now let's go ahead and talk about it. We've got some starters, some average ones to talk about. And let me fix this so you guys can see everything. Hold on just a second, guys. I will fix this for you. Oh, look what I can do. Look at that. On-screen edits, the best kind. All right, so average starter. So we're going to start and go down the list. And I'll tell you right now, I'm going to exclude Eevee and Pikachu entirely because those are obviously the answers. So instead, I'm going to go Final Evolution only, okay? Final Evolution only because there's 3 stages on every single one. Final Evolution only. It's Blastoise. Yeah. I like Blastoise. I do, but I can't disregard the fact that all this thing is overshadowed by its 2 counterparts. This one right here is one of the best starters ever made, if not the greatest. This one right here is a dual type, which adds a lot of appeal and has a much better moveset. This guy is just this guy. I like him, but I can't justify him. He's the most average. Gen 2. This is interesting because I think everybody agrees that the best is Typhlosion and the worst is Meganium, so we'd probably go water again. Look, I think Feraligatr is amazing. I think it lacks, until the physical special split, that much power because it gets a lot of physical water moves and doesn't have the physical... They aren't considered physical, so they don't match his attack. That really hurts him. But otherwise, I like the Pokemon a lot. He just needed more. And then the other 2 are, one's better, one's worse. I mean, what are you going to say, right? This is hard for me. I feel like the Gen 3 starters are the 3 best starters we've ever gotten, period. The most average one, probably, though, is Swampert, and I think the only reason why I would consider it average and not great is just because of the typing. The typing is great offensively. It's absolutely atrocious defensively, and that's basically it. Gen 4, Empoleon is an average. This is the example of average. Example of average, period. Water Steel's a cool type, but it is simply just never going to hold up to what Infernape is, and it is never going to be worse than what oh gosh, what's his name? Torterra is. I think Torterra is fine, by the way. It's just not as good as the other 2. This one's kind of the one that's in the middle. Gen 5, Emboar. Yeah, it's Emboar. They did firefighting 3 times in a row. They missed the mark the 3rd time. They really did. They really did. Gen 6. This is interesting. I think the Gen 6 starters are also all really good. Chestnut definitely is average, though, comparably. That weakness to flying is just atrocious. It adds so many weaknesses with grass and fighting at the same time. I like him offensively. I just can't deal with him otherwise. Gen 7. I wanted Primarina to be so good. Back when they originally announced the starters, people were like saying what team they were on, like Team Litten, Team Rowlet, or Team Poplio. I was all Team Poplio, but when the game released, and I didn't get it until Christmas of that year, the game released maybe a month before that, and unfortunately for me, I kept seeing Primarina not really do much, whereas Rowlet was super cool and got ghost typing in its final form, and I was like, okay, I'm going with Rowlet. And then Incineroar is like, yeah, he's pretty good. Fire Dark is pretty solid. Primarina, Water Fairy, also pretty solid, but it just isn't as good as the other 2, in my opinion. If anything, it's better than Incineroar, but that's it. It disappointed me, to say the least. Generation 8. The one in the middle, for me, is going to be Cinderace. Cinderace is my favorite of the 3, but obviously, Monkey Guy, what's his name? What's the name of the monkey? What's the monkey's name? I forgot his name. Starts with an R, I think. I don't know for sure. But Cinderace is like, kind of in the middle. I think Inteleon's the weakest, unfortunately. I think he's the coolest, but I think he's the weakest, unfortunately. And Cinderace is kind of the one in the middle, for sure. For sure. Last but not least, Generation 9. And it is obviously Quackable. I think people will hate me for this, but I think Skeledirge is the worst. I think Skeledirge is my favorite one, but it's the worst of the bunch. Masquerada, from a competitive battling standpoint, a speed standpoint, a typing standpoint, a moveset standpoint, is the best, even though I hate its design. Quackable is just kind of in the middle. Disappointing that we had such a cool design from a first stage and we got this abomination, but it's really cool. It's really kind of in the middle. It is. It's in the middle. Okay. Last but not least, we have to decide the most average starter. And I feel like Blastoise is like the example of an average starter. Like, you're going to get some good stuff. You're going to get some stuff that isn't good enough. And that's what reminds me of an average starter. I feel like Blastoise is the perfect average starter Pokemon. Period. It is. So that is my list for all of the average starters. We've got 2 more to do, gimmick forms and legends. I will see you for the next video. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out. And in addition, like the video and comment down below. And you know what? If you made it this far in the video, I want you to comment your favorite Pokemon gimmick form. Comment your favorite Pokemon gimmick form in the comments down below. I'd love to hear it. Let me know if you got this far in the video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one, Gimmick Forms.